Hi everybody, Terry here, HVAC Maintenance or mainsupplies.com, your online source for getting your do-it-yourself air conditioning maintenance kits to save yourself a little bit of money. Today we're going to talk a little bit about if you get up in the morning, middle of the day, your air conditioner is not working. A couple quick things you can check here. First thing you can do is you can come outside, and we'll start with everything in the outdoor unit. You have your outdoor unit. If you have absolutely nothing running at all, you're probably going to have some sort of a disconnect switch here. They say on off. This type just pulls out. If it's in this way plugged in, it's on. If you turn it around to where it says off, that would be in the off position if you plug it in. Some of them have a breaker right in here. Other ones also have fuses back behind this panel in here. If you get into that, be real careful because you may have to have a electrician come out and test your voltage, replace or check your fuses in there. But just be aware that they're there. The other thing that we have going on here is if everything's running, and this is running real hot, air conditioning maintenance, which should be done every year anyway, with our air conditioning maintenance kits, we have 3 different kits on there that you can get. If you've got this coil blocked up, you can see there's some cottonwood on this. Our air conditioning coil cleaner should be injected onto there and the coil flushed out with the hose. Look at some of our other videos on mainsupplies.com or HVAC Maintenance YouTube channel. And you'll see different coil cleaning techniques and stuff like that for cleaning out that coil. Important to do that, not only to keep it from breaking down, but it keeps your utility bills down because it runs a lower amp draw when you have a nice clean coil like that. Another thing is you can go on the panel here, and you have to be careful about this because this is high voltage in here. You can see that there is a 2-pole contactor in here. That's what pulls in and brings on the unit. There's a capacitor in here. This is just an extra start capacitor. You got a low voltage wire that comes out of here that gives it the signal to come on that follows your air conditioning lines in. You take a look at that, make sure it's a lot of times mice will chew on these and you may have to get that repaired as well. So inspect that, check your power. You can look around for any oil stains in here which may indicate you have a freon leak. If the unit is running and you're noticing ice out here, you may have a freeze-up problem which could be related to either a airflow problem or low freon. In which case we have videos that go more into detail on how to address those issues as well. We have a Freon leak repair kit online that you can purchase if you're losing Freon every year. But again, at a bare minimum, your maintenance should be done every year. Always tell everybody, keep it simple, do a maintenance and see if that resolves your problems. Okay, we're going to head back inside now and check out some stuff to look for indoors. Just a couple other things that you can look at while you're outside here. 2 main components run when this air conditioner is running. The compressor, which makes a loud, I shouldn't say loud, a low-key, like a humming noise. You know that that's running. If you hear that running and the smaller line is getting extremely hot, you know that you probably either have, if this fan is running, a plugged coil that for sure needs to be cleaned, or you may have a bad motor. You can simply put a stick in here and give this a spin. If it doesn't spin freely like that, you probably have a seized up motor. Sometimes those will go off on overload and then they'll start again until they get hot and then shut off. Or other times they won't start at all. If you do reach in there with a stick and you give it a spin and all of a sudden it starts and it continues to run, you most likely have a capacitor problem, which is inside here. Relatively easy to change, but again, if you're not comfortable or know the electrical end of things, you have to be real careful in doing that. So during normal operation, this line, the smaller line, will typically be lukewarm to quite a bit warmer on a warmer day, and this line will be cold and start sweating, kind of like you see sweat on it now, almost like a can of beer. That just gives you an indication that things in here are running okay. And again, if you see ice, you have a freeze-up problem, so you need to check out our other videos. Okay, let's head inside and see what we can go over in there. Okay, we're back inside here now, taking a look at our air conditioning not working video here. See some different things you can check. Obviously, you want to make sure that your thermostat is in the cool position and the set point is set below what the room temperature is. You should always hear, when everything's working fine, a fan running in here. And here's our 2 black lines from outside and inside. Again, this one warm, this one cold. Cold to the touch. Couple things you want to check in here, obviously, is your air filter, which does tend to get neglected. It'll either be in here or it might be up in a grill. Somewhere in your system, you're going to have an air filter. Make sure that that is not plugged up. If your fan is not running, you can take both panels off. Be real careful. Feel if your motor is really hot, maybe not running. If that motor is not running, you will also notice ice buildup you know, your coil will completely freeze up. If you do have a plug filter and it's froze up, put your thermostat on fan on, cool off for at least 12 hours till everything thaws out and you resolve the problem. You also have this 2-wire coming in from outside. Again, you can inspect that as well. It's a little difficult to get into, but in some way, shape, or form, you'll be able to get in at your what's called the evaporator coil, which is the indoor coil. And you can see here what it looks like. Just take a look at it. You got to look at the underneath side if it's configured like this, because that's where the dirt's going to pile up. Again, with our air conditioning maintenance kits, we include all the supplies to put condensate pan tablets in here, and coil cleaner. It's a self-rinsing, so you just inject it, spray it on there, and then the condensate will rinse it off. Just make sure that it doesn't, you know, block up your drain then. So that's what your evaporator coil looks like inside, and again, that's always worth inspecting as well. Just pop this back down. If you do know that this fan is running and your outdoor air unit's not running, you want to check some of those things we talked about outside. But the other thing is, try to hunt down your electrical panel, which is going to be somewhere in the house. A lot of times things aren't always labeled right, but your air conditioner is always going to be a 2-pole breaker like this, meaning 220 volts single phase. It's not going to be one of these single ones. So you can check to see if that's tripped. Try resetting it. Sometimes during storms they'll go out. If you have to keep resetting it, odds are you're starting to have a problem with your compressor or maybe a capacitor problem outside as well. Alright, we're going to shoot back over here. And we'll talk just a little bit about our air conditioning maintenance kits that we sell online. Again, great for the do-it-yourself homeowner to do his own maintenance and save some problem or some high expenses from calling out a contractor. We have 3 different kits: economy, standard, and deluxe. And they range anywhere from a couple cans of coil cleaner with the small pan tablets to 4 cans of coil cleaner, coil coating treatment for sealing the coil to make sure dirt doesn't stick to it. We have a furnace filter that you put on the filter. It's an air freshener, not a filter. It goes onto your filter and, you know, puts fresh air through your house every time the air conditioner comes on. Handy little coil cleaning brush for getting into that coil as well as the outdoor one. A thin comb for straightening out any hail damage or any damage on the coils itself. Some of the other quick products that we have is AC Easy Seal if you have the Freon leaks, leak detector soap for trying to check for a leak, and then we have a couple different pan sealant products if you do have a leak in your evaporator pan. This Pancrete is a great product, works really well. Read the instructions, pour it in. It's almost like a paint that just seals the pan if it's starting to leak. So those are just a few things you can check if your air conditioner is not working. Hope this helps save you a little bit of money. Again, go to mainsupplies.com, purchase our air conditioning maintenance kits. We also have a website called airconditioningproblems.info. That's a website, informational wise, where you can see more of our videos and read up on some more helpful tips. Also, air conditioning problems info for our Facebook page. If you give us a like, and we'd appreciate that. Also, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hope this helps. Save you some money in the future.